Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Coins Eagle. I have been in the cryptocurrency market since 2017 of January. And wow, it's been quite a ride. You know, uh, when I first got into crypto, I right away made a lot of money. and I didn't invest very much. It was around 500 bucks or so, but it really grew very quickly. But then it also went down very quickly. And so, and I've found that has been the story with many people when they come into the cryptocurrency market, that it is very easy to make a lot of money in the crypto, especially if you happen to buy a coin at the right time. And but then when it comes to selling it at the right time, it's where that's kind of where we stumble, because we can go on the coin market cap and other sites too that show the volatility of the coins, and so we can pick a coin that has a fairly how should we say, where the volatility is quite repetitive, and then we can take that. But what happens is, when we don't know when to sell, we end up going down with the price, and that's been the hang up for us a lot. And what else? Also, there's actually two huge phenomena that are right now at play in the world. Okay, one is the cryptocurrency. It is really just now gaining traction for becoming full adoption, and for use for payment in the marketplace for goods and services, and also the home-based business aspect, or the home-based business idea. I've been an internet marketer now for about 17 years, right around 17 years, maybe not quite 17, but it's 16 plus. And it's been really interesting, how much it has grown since then, how many people. And I know also that many people, they have tried it and they have abandoned that idea because they couldn't make a go of it. Okay, but others, yet I know also, that they've taken courses, they've hired people who knew how, and have made a huge success. Okay, now that's the thing. When we set out to do something, and then if we abandon that idea, we haven't accomplished anything. Basically, all we've done is we wasted the time that it took to try. Now, let's compare that to what we used to do when we were kids. So you see, when we were kids, when we were toddlers, we never had developed an idea that something didn't work. We never, that wasn't in the paradigm hadn't developed any of that idea. If that were the case, we would all just be crawling. None of us would be walking because we would have given up. After 1 or 2 or 3 falls, we would have given up. It's funny how we don't give up when we're toddlers, but once we're grown up and it comes to investing $10 or $20 or whatever, it's impossible. We can't do it. We're paralyzed. Okay, or this. How about this? You know, big lineup in a convenience store. Big lineup, people buying tickets because of a draw. They all know that among how many millions that are all buying the same tickets for the same draw, and that only one or maybe a few are going to win anything. They've got no problem putting their money down, knowing that their chance of winning is what, 1 in 10 million? And then you can't make a home-based business work. Come on, you know, start using what's in there, you know, start using it, because starting a home-based business is it's far more lucrative than buying lottery tickets. The money that you spend buying lottery tickets, you use that all to cash in on the crypto markets. Wow. You'd have a lot more than the person that wins the big pot. And plus you'd have the pride of telling, you know, how you did it. Right? Okay, let me show you. We have, as I mentioned, two phenomenons that the home-based business and the cryptocurrency. Okay, let me show you what we have under one roof that addresses those two to make a very, very lucrative home-based business. Okay, all right, so we'll share the screen here, and away we go. All right, so do you want profit? Yeah, we all do. So one business, two opportunities. Opportunity number one, the cryptocurrency, crypto cycles and trends trading. And why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it is the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the crypto market. Can be done by anyone at any time, and starting with any amount of money. Wow. You can start with as little as what you pay for a lottery ticket, really. And then what you do is you double or triple that, and then you do that again and do it again, and you know how exponentially it grows. It really can be a phenomenal way of making money. And of course, I've made videos that you can find on my channel that show you where I show you how that works. You know, by using a coin and then follow the ups and downs on it. All right. So what is the objective? Well, the objective is to buy low and sell high. That's the objective, right? I mean, that's what makes sense, doesn't it? Like you have, you know, it's kind of like when you put up a store. What you do is you buy low and sell high. That's the business. That's the business of a store. That's the objective, right? So now the only thing here is that that it's the hassle is way less, and of course the overhead is huge less. It's just wow. And the profits are much higher, much higher than any store that you could have. But you see, that's the objective, to buy low and sell high. Well, here we can see how that worked out in 2017, between January of 17 and December. Bitcoin, $100 worth of Bitcoin in January yielded 1,400 in December. $100 worth of Ethereum yielded 8,750 in December. $100 worth of Litecoin yielded 5,000 in December. And $100 worth of Monero yielded 2,400 in December. And Dash $100 yielded $8,890. A total yield of $26,440 from just a $500 investment. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Yeah. So the $1 million question is, when should I buy and when should I sell? As I already mentioned earlier, when I first came into the cryptocurrency market, I made really, really good money. But then I lost most of that money. And that was because I didn't sell on time. I was just all happy that the coin was going up, but I had no idea how far it was going to go up. And all of a sudden, it started going down. And you know what? Once a coin starts going down, it is no longer a buyer's market. It becomes a seller's market at that point. And so when that happens, you pretty much, the only thing you can do is write the price all the way back down and start over. All right. Now, okay, so that's the $1 million question. But that's the secret weapon that we have in Python Signals, is the answer to that $1 million question. You see, we have Marius Landman. So who is Marius Landman? Marius Landman, he is our chief data analyst at Python Signals, okay? So his background is he's worked for 30 plus years for major corporations, and what he's been doing is combined works in complex system auditing, global trend data, and algorithm forecast modeling. Okay, in other words, he has developed an algorithm program, computerized program, that can project the future outcome using data from the past. And that is what he has plugged into into the crypto market in 2015. And it has yielded tremendous results. Even in 2018, during the bear market from January to July, yielded 518%. Now, Marius here, actually, you know what? I want to show you something at the end of near the end of this video, because I wanna. So I'll just keep that in mind. So now, while Wall Street was using the news media to tell people to buy, Marius was telling his subscribers to sell. What are we talking about? Well, remember in 2017 when Bitcoin reached $20,000 for the first time? Well, that's what we're talking about here. This is that chart when Bitcoin went all the way up to like 20,000. And Wall Street kept using the news media to tell people to buy. Well, Marius was telling his subscribers, pull out your profits at 19.5 because the coin is going to come back down. I mean, the price is going to come back down, which many of his subscribers did, pulling out their profits, where the rest of us, we went over the cliff. So Now, what does it take to to gain access to that data so that you can cash in on those highs and lows, and knowing ahead of time what the prices are going to be? And not only that, also which coins are the best ones to buy. Okay, so all right, so that's all you have to do is become a subscriber at Python Signals, right? All right, so these are the packages that we have, and I'm going to actually go to the website for the packages just because this here isn't quite up to date. So I'm going to go back to the website for those packages, and then come back here. All right, so pythonsignals.com. All right, so here we're going to okay, these are what I wanted here now was those packages. That's the first thing we want to do. Okay, so here we are. These are the packages. So the silver package is $50 and gives you 30 days access to the trading data, so you can intelligently allocate your assets. Okay, and pays 6 levels in the compensation plan at 24%. The gold package is $150 and gives you 90 days access and pays 9 levels at 36%. The platinum, $250, gives you 6 months access and pays 6 months access and pays 12 levels at 48%. And then there's the Galaxy 500, which gives you 12 months access and pays 18 levels at 65.5%. All right. So now all four of those packages, they pay a 10% direct referral bonus over and above the what the matrix payout is. Okay. And then we have the Lifetime Galaxy 1000, which is going to change to 2000. The Lifetime Pack is going to become $2,000 after January 31st. Okay. After January 31st, 2019, this package is going to be $2,000. Okay, so if you want that 50% savings and you want the lifetime, well, now is the time to buy. Get yourself ready, because that's like buying one time and earn forever. That's just fantastic. I can't think of a better way to have it. I had to have that package. Okay, so I'm glad I do have it. Okay. So now the affiliate earnings, and we will also see this on the chart on the slideshow. But here is what the levels are. Okay, these levels here, 1, 4, 7, 10, and 13, they pay 5%. The levels 2, 5, 8, 11, and 14 pay 4%. Levels 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15 pay 3%. Levels 16 and 17 pay 2%, and level 18 pays 1.5% in the 2x18 forced matrix. We will also quickly have a look here as to what it takes in order to get paid. Okay, in Python Signals. Python Signals affiliate program guidelines. Okay, so the affiliate program is is based on a 2x18 force matrix. You do not have to refer any subscribers to earn on members within your matrix. You need to stay active with a subscription to earn any commissions. Okay, so that's all it takes. You have to have an active subscription in order to get paid. Okay, so the minimum withdrawal amount is $50. Withdrawal can be done can be done from Monday through Friday. Payments will be affected within 24 hours of withdrawal request. Once you have an affiliate within your matrix, that affiliate can never be moved. Okay, we'll have a look at that later a little bit more. Okay, that affiliate can never be moved. If you upgrade from Gold to Galaxy, you will have to pay the full $500. Okay, and we'll touch on that some more too. Okay, so the upgrade from any lower level to a higher level, you have to pay the full price. Actually, that's very clear. Like, I think at least, meaning that if you came in as a silver member, and and then within the first week you wanted a higher level, you have to pay the full price. Let me tell you, I came in as a silver. I actually did. Okay. And that's because something went wrong with my payment at first, and so I came in as a silver, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to get the Galaxy 1000, and so I came in as a silver, and then a week later I upgraded to 1000 and paid the full $1,000 in order to have that membership level. So anytime you upgrade to a higher level, you have to pay the full price, even if you just barely upgraded to the level that you have. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to go back here. Excuse me. So what do you get exactly when you buy a package? You see, all those packages basically give you the same thing. And what you get is you get Marius's timely trading reports for the top 40 cryptos. Remember, I mentioned earlier that you need to also know which coins to buy. Well, here you have it, okay? You get the trading reports for the top 40 cryptos, and also private Zoom meetings with Marius and team, email notifications, as well as the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. What are email notifications? What do we mean by that? Well, when a new update is available in the back office, you then also get an email notification that there's a new update, so that you can become aware of it quickly in case you need to act. Okay, so now opportunity number 2. We already touched on opportunity number 2 some, as I showed you the pay plan. That is opportunity number 2. And again, but here now we're going to have a closer look at the matrix. If you remember that I already talked about the pay plan, about the levels, what the levels pay. So here we have that. The first column here are the 18 levels. The second column are the percentages, as we saw on the home page, or on the page that I showed you, where it said which levels have what percentages. So that's on here. It looks this way. It's 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, all the way down, repeating like that until you get to level 16, and then it drops to 2%. 17 is 2%, and 18 is 1.5%. And as I mentioned, also that if you come in as a silver, these highlighted lines here are the members. They represent the packages, right? So if you come in as a silver and you want a higher level, then just keep in mind that if your membership isn't expired when you buy the higher membership, what is left on the other membership does not count towards the new membership. You got to pay the full price, okay? All right, so basically, what happens if somebody is a silver member and their matrix grows beyond, grows beyond 6 levels, okay? Let's say it grows to 7 and 8 and even 9 levels. Well, that means he's going to miss out on all those commissions unless he upgrades to a higher level. And this becomes the case every time until you have the galaxy level. It's going to continue to do that. The matrix will grow beyond, and then you will need to buy the higher package in order to get paid on those commissions. And by the way, there's a $50 savings anyway. It's cheaper to have the Galaxy, the Platinum and Galaxy. They're actually cheaper than the other two, okay, if you do the math. All right, so let's go back to the home page here now, and let's have a look a little bit more about who is behind this site. What actually are we, what actually are they doing? How good is the data, and so on. Well, here we can see that in 2017, he made 237 calls, out of which 8 were not good calls, okay? And 2018, he made 389 calls, out of which 9 were not good calls. So far in 2019, he's made 3 calls, and all were good, okay? Now, if you've been in internet marketing for some time, then you already know that very often when programs come online, like I might even be able to show you one right now, so you know what I'm talking about. Because I saw a banner on CoinMarketCap yesterday that it looked to me like it was that type of a program. I don't know if this banner is going to show today or not, but it was here yesterday, and we'll see once it fully loads if the banner will be here. And then I can show you what I'm talking about, where many times people have programs, okay? So here's a banner, and let's follow this banner. Let's see what it says. Okay. Oh, okay. So it already doesn't go anywhere. All right. So maybe it's must be an income program that has. And here's what it does. It's a banner, and so you can just slide this, and wow, you can make all this money. All right. But what happens with these type of programs is that you can't find the owners. You don't know who the owners are, and then when you invest in those programs, the first few people might be getting paid a couple of times to get the buzz rolling, and then they disappear. That's what usually happens with these type of programs, okay? And now, that's what I wanted to point out here with Python Signals, is that we know these guys, we know these people, the founders of the program of Python Signals, and we're in communication with them, and and we know where they live. Like, it's these guys, these are guys, they are here to stay. They're here to help. They're here with the business, to build a business along with all of us, right? So you don't have to worry about Python Signals all of a sudden disappearing. I mean, it just wouldn't be in these guys' favor if they had thousands of members, and we know who they are and know where they live and so on. Understand what I mean? Okay, so these are super nice guys, and here it tells us what their roles are, what they do, and the program, right, in Python Signals. And you can, of course, there's a link below the video here where you can just simply click and go to it, go to Python Signals and have a look for yourself, okay? And go over it and check out the information, okay? All right, so I think that's you know, I've showed you what we have, and I've showed you the validity of it, okay? And if you watching this and saying this is not for you, I want to wish you all the best in whatever it is you're doing, okay? But if you are intrigued by it, and if you're kind of sitting on the fence, you're not sure about what, you know, then I would say watch one of my videos that is on my channel, where one of those where you see the coin chart, and just watch one or a couple of those where I show you the amount of money that you can make by following, you know, by buying low and selling high. You know, I sincerely believe that far too many people are just not, they just don't know how huge of a favor they could do themselves financially if they would get their feet wet in the crypto market and enjoy the profits that you can make in the crypto market, okay? All right, so thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, we'll see you in Python Signals. Let's make money together. You have a wonderful day.